Hello and good morning, everyone. Today we're going to continue our fantastic story, Mole and the Baby Bird, to the end. Now, open your reading book on page 71, pick a pencil in your hand, and be with me.
Then Granddad came to visit. He looked at Mole's pet bird. Presently Granddad said, "Let's go for a walk, little Mole."
Then Granddad came to visit Mole at home. He looked at Mole's pet bird. He looked here. Presently meaning soon or at the same time, directly. Granddad said, "Let's go for a walk, my little mole." So when they go for a walk, they went for a walk soon after Granddad arrived. Yeah. Why does Mole keep the bird in this small cage? As you remember. Because he loves it and he wants it to be his pet. Yeah. Here I'm going to ask you a question and you will give me the reason. Do you think loving the baby bird is a good enough reason for Mole to keep it in a cage? If you say yes, tell me why. If you say no, tell me why not. Yeah, good job. Loving the baby bird is not a good enough reason to keep the bird in a cage. Why? Because the baby bird is a wild animal. It's not a pet to stay in this small cage.
Granddad took Mole to the top of a high hill. Mole looked down at the trees far below.
Granddad took Mole to the top of a high hill. From here. Mole looked down at the trees far below. Below meaning down. Yeah, we can see as Mole and Granddad see. We can see land, animals, trees, houses, rocks, hills, mountains, and also birds flying in the air. Yeah? Yes. Okay. Granddad took Mole to the top of a high hill. Why? Try to think. Let's guess together. Why? Maybe he wants Mole to see this great view, or he wants Mole to see what the baby bird is missing by being kept in this small cage. Yes, he wants Mole to learn that the baby bird is not happy to be in a cage, and he wants to be free as all these birds flying in the sky.
He felt the wild wind trying to lift him. "Whee! I'm flying!" cried Mole. "Nearly," said Granddad.
He felt the wild wind trying to lift him. He felt that he will fly. "Whee! I am flying!" cried Mole with a high sound. "Nearly," said Granddad. Yeah. Did Mole like feeling the wind trying to lift him? Yes, he liked it. And he says, "Whee! I am flying!" And he looks very happy here.
When Mole got home, he looked at his bird. It was sitting very still in its cage in Mole's dark underground room. "Birds are meant to fly," said Mole.
When Mole got home, he looked at his bird. It was sitting very still in its cage in Mole's dark underground room. And he looks alone and very sad. Yes, said Mole, birds are meant to fly. Now we can say that Mole changes his mind about keeping the baby bird in the cage after going for a walk with his granddad. Yes. What is the main idea? Granddad wants Mole to learn. Yeah, Granddad wants Mole to learn that wild birds are not meant to be kept as pets. They're not pets. They are supposed to be free, and they are meant to fly free in the air.
He opened the cage door, and he let his bird fly away because he loved it. Then he cried.
He opened the cage door and he let his bird fly away because he loved it. Then he cried. Why does Mole cry? Why is he crying here? Yes, he will miss the baby bird so much, and he's sorry also that he put it in a cage all the time.
The next day Mole went into the forest. He saw his bird flying, soaring free, and Mole was glad.
The next day, Mole went into the forest. He saw his bird flying, soaring. Soaring meaning rise or fly high among all these trees, free. And Mole was glad. Glad means happy. Now we can say that what has changed with Mole? How can Mole see things in a different way? Yes, how? At the beginning, Mole wanted to keep the bird as a pet because he loved it. But now, Mole knows the baby bird will be happier flying free instead of living in a cage. So he let the bird go because he loves it too. Yes. Now we finish this story and we loved it so much. See you next story. Goodbye.